Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. I'm so crunchy. I don't know why. Hello, everybody. I am your old. Why is it so quiet? Hello, BGM. Okay, let me change it off my circus music. Oopsies. I did not do this before stream. Let me change it. How's low FPS? No. Oh, let's see here. What's a great? Let's change this one. And then what do you guys feel like? Yeah, we'll do this one. Chill autumn vibe. BGM. No, I can't hear you. No, you can't hear my BGM, but you can hear my music. Yeah. Anyways, I have all my parts from my PC now. I just have to build it, and I don't have a case. So I think I'm gonna see if I can test. Why am I echoing? Oh, I'm gonna see if I can test. I'm gonna see if I can test. If my PC works when all my parts arrive. I sound so loud to myself. It's okay, you don't need a case. No, I need a case. I need a case because dust protection and all that, you know? I'm gonna put it all together and I'm gonna see if it runs because I ordered all my parts secondhand off of eBay. Okay, how many parts? Let's see here. I have 2 GPUs. I have my CPU cooler. I have my CPU. I have my... Does that mean no more lag? Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. I have my motherboard. I have my SSD. I have RAM. Oh my god. And what else do you need? I have my CPU. Well, I mean, I don't have fans. Do I need fans? Why 2 GPUs as overkill? Okay, so the story behind me having 2 GPUs is that I accidentally, well, not accidentally, I bought something on eBay. I bought a GPU on eBay on bid. I bid on something on eBay and I didn't know if I was gonna get it or not. And then I went on Facebook Marketplace and I messaged a person and I said, hey, I'm interested in this. Is this for sale? Like, do you still have it? And they said, yeah, do you want it? And I said, yeah. So I won the bid and I didn't expect to. So now I have 2 GPUs. Hello, Kayla Cindy, thank you for the follow. Hello, excellent. Welcome. Truly a buyer, I am. I bought my GPUs last year in December, and I have looked at the prices of CPUs now, and it is insane. Oh my god, have you guys seen the prices of GPUs? I looked at the price of my current GPU online. It's like $1,000 now. I'm like, holy moly, I bought this thing for like 600 used. Can I have one of the GPUs? I gave one to my brother. He's using it right now. Thank you for the sub, Shokopan. Thank you for 2 months. Woohoo! Yippee! 2 months. Welcome back. I clearly haven't scared you off. I haven't scared you off yet. What's he processing? He's an artist. And he really likes playing TF2. He's a TF2 gamer. And he's also a DJ. Hello, SCPOKGG. Hello. But yeah, I bought 2 different types of 4070 Ti Supers because he recommended, and that's the one that he has. So technically, in this household, we have 3 4070 Ti Supers. I don't know what specific version he has though. Actually, no, he doesn't have a TI Super. He just has a 4070 Ti. He doesn't have like the TI Super OC, whatever. Respect for the TF2 player. He's still playing that game, and like half the time the people in that game are cheating, and I look at it and I'm like, doesn't it bother you that the people are just flying around? How are you having fun with that game? He's like, I don't know. Thank you. Hello, Chuds BT. Your mom's so cute. Thank you. It's just cheaters versus bots. I don't know. It's part of the experience. It really is. Hello. It's I don't know. It's part of the experience, but yeah, he's an artist and he goes to cons and stuff, so he sells works. He does art. He does commissions. What are you guys talking about? We're talking about my computer. I'm building a PC in this economy. Guys, you know how much do you know how much my stuff has cost so far? It's actually not that bad.
Hello there.
Well, I mean, it would have been cheaper if I had made this PC maybe like a year ago. Like, if I think I started building my PC 2 years ago, it would have been a lot cheaper, but you know, I can tell you the prices. For $675, I got a GPU, and then for like $650, I got another GPU, and then for $220, I got 2 sticks of 16 gigabytes of RAM for 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I got a CPU fan for $50, and then I got a CPU for, let's see here, how much was it? 500. Oh god, not 500. It was not that much. Let me look at my thing. How much did I pay for this? Oh gosh. What was? Oh, it was 300. So for like 320, I got a CPU, and then for $89. For $89, I got an SSD. And then for, let's see here, what else did I get? And then for a motherboard, I got a motherboard for like 180. I don't know why, but the price of my CPU was so much more than the price of the motherboard. How far along is the PC? Everything is in parts on the floor. And then I got a Wi-Fi card for my motherboard for like $12. Not that bad. So, all things considered, considering everything is like secondhand or open box, it's cheaper than if I were to buy things. I thought so. I don't have anything yet. The only things I have right now is my SSD, my GPU, and the motherboard, and that's it. I'm still waiting for the rest of my parts to come. It's being shipped right now. I have to wait for it to come. I see the parts, yeah. I think I have to get case fans though. Motherboard is one of the cheapest in the PC. You know what was the cheapest in my PC? The SSD. Now it's no longer. The SSD is like super expensive now, but I got a 1 terabyte SSD for like $89. Not that bad. It sucks how expensive this stuff is, especially how many computers around the world. Yeah. Honestly, well, I don't know. What could you do? I'm confused with someone Discord saying I shouldn't show my face. Put that in a different channel. If you're gonna be posting your face, it should be in a, I believe, oh, why am I crunchy? What the heck? My audio. I have a channel called Meat Space, so you should probably put your, whoa. Sorry, that was my phone. You should put IRL photos in Meat Space. is also a question. Yeah, meat space. Any photos that you want to put of yourself online, well, first of all, censor your face. Especially nowadays, I don't know, I feel like you should protect your privacy. Like, the one thing that's most important to you should be your privacy in online spaces. Yeah, for security's sake, you shouldn't put your face online. Just online internet rules. Or to keep yourself safe and for online internet purposes, I don't think you should be doing that. Not a good idea. But if you want to, sure, who am I to be telling you? I'm not your parents. But water cooler or just fans of the PC? Fans. What are they gonna do? Steal me money from my face? They can steal your identity. If you have Face ID on your phone, they can use that to hack into things that use your Face ID to open. They can use your Face ID to deepfake. They can deepfake your stuff. If you, I don't know, in OPSEC, like in this age of era, you can do a lot of things if you know someone's face. Like someone can take your face and then frame you for a crime that you haven't even done because they have video evidence that they've generated and been like, look at this, and then they could be like, oh, is this you? And then you're like, no, I've never been in that area in my life. And they're like, well, it looks like you. So I don't know, there's a lot of scary things that people can do with what you look like. Water cooler, yeah, it's just fans. I don't think I can fit a water cooler in my PC. Because the case that I'm planning on using, it's currently out of stock, but I have to wait for it to get back in stock. I'm gonna wait like a month before I can have a case, but I'm gonna wait. But the case that I'm getting should fit my GPUs and everything that I bought. I just don't know about water cooling because it is pretty tight. It's a mini, I think it's a mini ITX. You can also get one fan AIO cooler. I have no idea what that is. Okay, so all the stuff that I'm buying for my PC is stuff that I looked at pre-built, like people on the FS like small form factor Reddit page, and then I look at there and I'm like, oh, they built this PC. These are the similar dimensions of the stuff that I'm gonna buy. What parts did they build for their PC? And then I kind of bought stuff like that. Like, oh, this person bought this thing, I'm gonna buy that too. And then I did my research. I didn't just blindly buy whatever other people bought. I looked and I was like, okay, what are people saying about this case? What are people saying about this thing? So yeah, I looked it up. I was like, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and I was like, okay, what does this person use for a motherboard? What does this person use for a CPU? What did they recommend? Is there any problems related with this? I looked at reviews on Amazon and different websites to see people who had that motherboard or people with that CPU to see how it worked and what they had to say about it. So with my current motherboard, all this research, I know I was doing it at work. So I was looking up my current motherboard that I bought. It does have a little bit of a problem where for some reason the 9th is an AMD. I have the AMD B650i, I think 670i, something like that. For some reason, the history and people who had it say that it does not work with the 9000 series of AMD CPUs. People who have it said that the motherboard is actually like eating or like killing their chips. So I was like, oh boy, should I go Intel? But it's too late, I already have my motherboard. So I just decided to go with a different, like a lower end, like I'm not gonna get a 9000 series CPU. So I just went with the 6000 series. So I ended up with the, I think the 6800X3D, whatever, which apparently is pretty good for gaming. And I will say that is it's like one of the better gaming CPUs on the market. But wow, it is so hard to get one of those on eBay because everybody's like bidding for it, and then the cheapest prices on there is like $350. Market price is like $375. For used, it's $350. I was like, wow. I managed to get mine for $320, something like that. So, you know, not bad. But oh my gosh, I just remember like bidding on a bunch of these things and waiting, and every single one of them would just be like, oh, it went over your max bid. I was like, wow. There's a website in which you can add all the parts of a PC and see how fast it will be. Yeah, it's called PC Part Picker. I did use that just to make sure that my all my ports and my PSU and my whatever would fit. Oh yeah, that's right, I got a PSU. I got that to make sure everything would fit together, and yeah, it does. The only thing that's telling me that it doesn't fit is because I put both. Oh my god. Holy moly. I got... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's so many messages. Hello. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my gosh, I cannot see. My chat is filled with these messages. Oh. Kaya. Oops. Eh? There you go. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for the raid. Well, what were you guys up to? What are you guys talking about? We're talking about my PC. And I'm building a new PC in this economy, so we're talking about the stuff that I got. What were you guys up to? Happy New Year to people who celebrate. Happy Lunar New Year's, happy Chinese New Year's. Guy was helping us Chinese max. Oh my gosh. You guys get a little bit more Chinese. I never really understood the whole thing of that, but you know, if you guys enjoy it, have tea. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Happy New Year. Everyone get more Chinese now. Yeah. And PC, how's it going? Everything is in parts on the floor, so I haven't started. I'm waiting for the rest of my parts to come, but I've been getting everything secondhand on eBay, so I was telling everybody about the prices and how hard it is hunting for a CPU and RAM that is not like $10,000. Damn. I hope your stream went well. If raiders need to go to the bathroom, or if you need to go get a snack or drink some water, please feel free to do so. Please feel free to do so. Take care of yourself. I don't know what time it is for you, but for me it is 11. So maybe for you it's bedtime. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. Hello Raiders, welcome. My name is Kyokamiya. I am a songbird tango VTuber, and yeah. Today we're just yapping. And we're talking about random stuff. I don't know if you guys celebrate Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year, whatever people call it. We have so many different names for it. Like I think Vietnamese people call it Tet, and then in like Malaysia they call it something else. And then like in different parts of Asia they call it different things. It's interesting. I have to go now. Have a good stream, go on chat. Good night, Adam Nitch. Good night. I love China because they gave us Genshin and Zenless. Ooh, I mean, I like Genshin and Zenless. I like the animation that they've done, and think they do really interesting things in terms of like projects and stuff. They're very creative, but I don't like the way everything is going towards mobile games. Like, I really have a soft spot for, what's it called? I have a soft spot for console games, and I kind of miss that we're moving away from console games towards, you know, towards mobile. I love Zenless. I Hello, Apex Killer, welcome. But yeah, oh my gosh. I don't know. It's like, oof. Did you see all the stuff that's happening with PC gaming? And they said the Steam Deck is gone, like out of sale, and they're not planning on restocking because of all the shortages. Ooh, and then in like a year, we're gonna have a bunch of tech shortages because everything uses RAM. I'm so sad. I mean, it is partly like kind of disappointing because like, why do I need a fridge that talks to me? I don't need a smart fridge. I just want a fridge that works. But they're putting like memory and stuff in like these smart fridges and smart light bulbs and everything. It's just a push towards cloud gaming. Ignore it and wait till nobody buys it. True. I wonder what they're gonna do. Like, what will people do? For people who like, maybe it's a good thing people have phones. Because then people can just play games on their phone, but that would require people to actually like be able to have games that run on the phone. I want to hear a joke. It's a bit dark, but nothing bad. I had a dog with no legs. Want to know his name? Hot dog. Hot dog. Maybe? Hot dog? That's a cute name. Hot dog. I saw people talking about the renting a laptop. They're like, oh, you can lease a laptop. It's like, what was it? Like for $36 a month, you can rent a laptop and you don't get to own it. You just rent one. You can rent a PS5. It's worse than a car, because at least with a car you can lease it and then when you pay it off you own it. But no, with the PC or like a laptop, they're like, that's not yours. It's like, I didn't name anything because it could never come. Oh, I mean, wheels. You put wheels on the dog. This music is making me want to fall asleep, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, with Tesla leases, you don't get to buy them after? Really? What? I didn't know that. I thought, like, you own Teslas. Why not just pay in installments? I heard weird things about, like, the car industry where people were talking about how, like... nowadays they don't want you to pay off a car immediately with cash. They want you to lease a car because they make more money that way. Apparently they do that because like they earn money off of the interest, which is what banks do apparently. If you ever were like, why does it take 3 days to get a transfer from the bank? It's because the bank doesn't have the money. The bank invests your money. That's the point of a bank. That 3% or what, 0.03% growth that you get in your bank account in interest, that's the bank investing your money. No, not a bad thing or anything. I just thought it was interesting. Not meant to target anyone or make fun of anyone, just a haha funny thing. Yeah, no worries. Because batteries last 80k miles and cost 15k to replace? What? That's insane. Who has that kind of money? Hello, how's everybody doing today? Hello, Galgo. Welcome. We are doing well. We are just having a little relaxing, I guess, chat and being Chinese. Happy Lunar New Year! Happy New Year! Happy Year of the Horse! Apparently it's the Year of the Fire Horse. Chinese? Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, whatever you call it. There's so many names. Yeah. Happy New Year. Sometimes the customers are careless and think they got a good deal paying in installments. I feel like if you're buying something, you should do a lot of research into it and be like, well, am I getting a good deal? Is New Year's for you? Well, it's the 17th. You know, like, Lunar New Year is on the 17th this year. Also, for people who celebrate Ramadan, happy Ramadan. And for people who celebrate Mardi Gras, Happy Mardi Gras, because apparently they all fall on the same day. So yeah, today is Mardi Gras, Lunar New Year, the start of Lunar New Year, and it is Ramadan. So congratulations, we have 3 holidays on the same day. Happened to me. Ended up giving 3K a month for a 36 month lease on a Tesla X, nearly 100K, and I didn't get to buy it after. What? That's wild. I know, like, a long time ago, I knew people who were considering buying a Tesla because it's the only car, at least back in the day, that was fully electric. But then nowadays, they're like, it's too expensive, no. So they just got, like, a different electric vehicle, or like a hybrid. Hybrids are better. Man, very exciting year, actually. I don't know, a lot of interesting things happening, you know? Like, we've got the really cool month of February, where the first landed on a Sunday, and because it's 28 days, it's like a perfect block. And then we had like Friday the 13th last week, and then we have a lunar eclipse coming up in March, like a full lunar eclipse. Isn't that cool? And I think in January there was like the whole like super big electromagnetic what's it called? Northern Lights that everybody could see? Yeah. March 3rd or 4th, yay! Honestly, there's so many cool things happening out there in the world when it comes to like planetary, what's it called? Like planetary stuff. Like I remember like 2 years ago, they were like, oh, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are gonna be lining up in one row and you can be able to see from a telescope. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. I don't own a telescope, but that's cool for people who do. I hate how fast time is going by. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like when time goes by fast during the start of the year. I don't like how fast time goes near the end of the year, because once you hit like September, then it starts zooming. I like how slow it feels during the summer months, and then we just zoom right past. Like once it gets to September, and then it's like August, and then November, and then October, and December, and it's like, woo, the year's almost over, the year's already over. So enjoy it right now while we have the time. How about some astronomy facts? Sure. What astronomy facts do you have? I'm like, Unk now, yeah. You know you're Unk when, I don't know, what would make you qualify for like a senior discount nowadays? It's like, hey, do you remember floppy disks? Oh, you're qualified for a senior discount. What was that thing that people used to say? They were like, hey, do you remember this? You might be qualified for a senior discount. Or like, hey, do you remember when this happened? Oh, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Like, oh my god. I mean, for people, floppy disk is 90s. Listen, I don't know why millennials like to be all like, oh, I'm so old now. Like, half the stuff that millennials grew up, a lot of Gen Z, like a lot of older Gen Z grew up with too. So I don't know why millennials are like, I'm so old. No. It's we've got, I don't know. I was looking online. Okay, 2 things that I want to talk about at the same time, but I'm gonna get confused, so I'm not. So there was this person on Twitter who posted a thesis. They wrote a thesis on the topic of parasocialism and VTubers, and I thought that was pretty interesting. I was giving it a read. I didn't finish it, so I don't know what it's about, but I thought it was a pretty interesting topic to like write about in terms of thesis, because like the thesis that I can write about has to be related to my major, so I can't write about VTubers, unfortunately. But I thought it was pretty cool and interesting. And second, the other thing I wanted to talk about, like I was looking online about like how people are getting nostalgic for older things that they haven't truly lived through. Like, you're getting a lot of Gen Alpha and a lot of younger Gen Z who have never truly experienced, like, they've never been to a Blockbuster. They're like 13 years old and they're like, oh, I miss back in the 80s when people could work a single factory job and provide for their family of 2 kids and their wife who works from home. And it's like, you know, people couldn't survive when that type of paycheck back then. Yeah, they could afford a house compared to nowadays, but it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. People are nostalgic for a time that just didn't exist. They're just fantasies. Like, yeah, maybe for some people they could afford it, but like a lot of times people were still living like, it still wasn't like super good, you know? I'm late millennial, my younger brother and sister early Gen Z technically, but we had the same experience. Yeah, like, the stuff that my parents grew up with, the stuff that I grew up with, so like, people don't just magically toss at all their stuff when they get older. They're like, oh, VHS. We don't need that anymore once we reach like the 90s. No, they still had it in my house when I was growing up. I know what a VHS was. I had those. I watched stuff on that. People haven't been able to afford stuff since Gen X. I know. So it's kind of weird and interesting that people talk about stuff not being, like, being nostalgic for a time that you never lived through. Because it's like, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Like, there's a specific term that they use, but I don't remember what it was called. I see it nowadays when people post videos of like things that happened in 2010. People are posting videos. I don't know if you guys have noticed nowadays, but people are posting photos and videos from like 2010 and whatever. And they're like, hey guys, do you remember, like, breaking news, so and so like assaults another person in the street? And it's like, that incident was a video from like 2010. It wasn't last week. But they're pretending like it happened recently. And you'll see that some people are doing that. So just so you know, like, if you're gonna scroll down, make sure to like check your sources, because there's people out there who are fear-mongering for absolutely no reason, using evidence from like 10 years ago. So if you're gonna be out there and be like, oh my god, that's so horrible, like, check your sources, especially when it comes to things online. Don't trust what people say on the internet. I did live through Blockbuster, Netflix vending machine. Oh my god, the Netflix vending machines! Yeah! I remember when Netflix used to be a DVD service. I remember that. I remember renting movies through the mail, and then you would write on the back. Oh my god, it was great. I remember writing on the back of the Netflix thing, and I used to think to myself, I'm like, they mail those things in like the flimsy red envelopes, and I'm like, how do people not break the CDs when they send them back? Because there's no protection in those things. No bubble wrap, nothing. It's just a paper envelope that you ship them back in. I was like, wow. I miss a red box on a different level, yeah. How do they not break? I know, how do they never break? I'm back because I had nothing to do. Welcome back, hello. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I knew my neighborhood had a Blockbuster. Also, another thing I wanted to talk about is how, like, people talk about whimsy and they're like, oh, nobody has whimsy anymore. Nobody's like deviously good. I saw someone talking about there's always somebody out there who is like deviously evil. Why don't people just be deviously good? And I'm like, people were saying how like, oh, people are good, just not in loud ways. And I think back to myself, like, there are times where people are deviously, like, I don't know, not like evilly good, but like, there are people who are good out there in the world. Just, they're a little bit unhinged. Like, the mayor of Dutchland? What's that place called? Denmark? There's this one mayor in Europe who is notorious for every single time he has to go out for like a meeting or like a speech or whatever, he wears some weird hat. That guy has his own whimsy. There's like people out there who are just interesting. So fun things are happening. Fun things are happening. Or like, you know, I guess in your own life it'd just be like, oh, that neighbor down the street who has like insane Halloween parties. Or I don't know. I think a lot of people could do better not being so online all the time and being all like, oh, the world is ending. I think the more you talk to stuff outside in life and actually like get out there and talk to people who are not online, you realize that it's fine. You know, you could be all like, oh, the world is ending, the world's like so bad right now, like everything's going to like crap. But you talk to people on a normal basis, you see people out there in the world, you just see people are just people. Like, whatever mean things that you see on the internet, whatever things you see out there, that's just people on the internet. It's like maybe a small fraction of the people you'll ever see in the world. And it just tends to concentrate because it's online. Happy Lunar New Year! Happy Lunar New Year to Denim. Welcome in. Hello! My voting application form got ripped this week, so how did DVD not get broken? I have no idea. Maybe they just ate the costs. Wishing you financial fortune and amazing luck. Thank you so much, you too! I hope you have a happy new year, Lunar, too, and that you get lots of money from your relatives. And that you have nice food. Because family dinners during Lunar New Year's are always crazy, and the food is really good. The food is good. It's just loud. I remember constantly like people talking about going out and just hanging out in the corner with all of your like cousins, and you're like, oh my god. People, especially after COVID, change a lot for better, for worse, definitely for worse, but yeah, people could benefit from not being online too much. Yeah, I caught myself doom scrolling earlier today in the afternoon, like when I got back from work, and I was like, what am I doing with my life? I was looking at the stuff and people doom posting about the internet and doom posting about like whatever's happening, and I think there has to be a balance between keeping up with like what's happening in the world, but also being like, maybe don't focus too much on like really sad things, you know? Like, obviously you want to stay informed, but at the same time, like, don't, like, have a healthy dose of like news. Don't just only look at negative things. Maybe like a happy stuff. Maybe talk to other people. Don't just like doom scroll on Twitter. I'm gonna do a money spread with my envelopes for real. Yay! Yippee! Touch grass. Honestly, yeah. Touch grass. Just go outside. Just touch grass. Talk to people. Don't spend time online. If you're gonna spend time online, at least watch things that are wholesome. Like, you know what my entire YouTube feed looks like right now? I watch so many videos of people doing like craft stuff that my entire TL is just filled with like quack. My entire TL is just filled on like YouTube. My recommendation feed is like, what's it? Bird getting a bath from like 12 years ago. Or like really old candy maker restoration videos, or like people doing cooking, like this 76-year-old man running a restaurant in like the middle of nowhere. And it's like, it's cute stories like that that I like to watch. The internet is so fun. OT was nanny and nice the moment I took them off my headphones. Felt good, yeah. What are more recommended feed? My feed is nice. I don't know. Let me see what I have. Let me open it up. Let me see what I have recommended right now. But yeah, touch grass more. Oh, it's loading. It's getting there. I am losing frames. Uh-oh. It's because I have too many tabs open. What do I have? Oh, I see myself. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I have fantasy music. I have mochi treats. And some random like store making. Okinawa Churumi Aquarium Current Black Sea Tank Whale Healing Zoom in 3 hours 4K. I'm just getting a lot of video game music right now. Peach cake and desserts. Baking video. Making clay trinket and dishes. I don't know. That's what I get. This is what my feed looks like. Stardew Valley music for relaxing. 8-hour baking dessert compilation. Making pasta. Ooh. I don't know. Looks really nice. I get a lot of I get a lot of PC, like not PC, like video game music recommendations, because that's what I listen to when I have to like work on schoolwork. Leon Kennedy hype. I know. I'm really sad. Everything that I see about the game and all the stuff that they're releasing, like teasers, I think they're gonna kill him off. I don't know. I think they're gonna kill him off. I'm gonna be like, no, Leon! Is your PC strong enough for Re9? I don't know. See, okay. I have a AMD 6800 X3D CPU and a 4070 Ti Super OC NVIDIA GPU. I think I can handle most games. I'm not playing anything in 4K. I'm not playing anything in like super high, like yes, 780, 7800 X30, yeah. Are you still gonna stream from this PC but gaming from the other? I don't know. AMD isn't that good for multitasking? Really? I don't know. Let's see. Listen, my computer right now is on max 100% CPU just doing this. Just with OBS open and nothing else. So we'll see. I'll test it out to see what it can handle and what it can benchmark. And we'll see what happens. I think it can. I think it can handle running OBS and games at the same time. Because if my current PC is like okay with it, I think it should be fine. I think it should be okay. The CPU that I got specifically, they said was really good for games. So Intel is better. Honestly, what I've seen right now of people on Reddit talking about like Intel, they said Intel is right now is like, I don't know, for what? Okay, so there's two different things. AMD people said is better for gaming, and then people said Intel is good for like productivity. But like specifically for things like it's faster performance when it comes to lower CPU and graphic intensive work. So if you're going to be working with a lot of like, yeah, Intel is good for single-threaded tasks. Like if you're going to be working with Word documents and you're going to be working with like Outlook and emails and like just light workspace things, Intel is good. I use Intel at work. Intel is really good because Intel is good for like booting things up super fast and getting like files sent and like processing a bunch of like stuff in your computer. But specifically for my use case, I will be playing games and I will be streaming. So in my case, I think Intel would probably be better because it can render things at a higher workload without like killing itself. Because right now I have an Intel. My current PC is Intel, and actually my GPU is doing okay. My CPU is not doing well. My CPU right now is at 100%. My CPU is dying. You need rendering rate? I need an encoder that works. I need a proper encoder. My encoder is constantly getting overloaded. What's my current specs? If you go... Okay. I'm gonna have to go on my phone for this because I can't do it on... I can't do it on my computer. If I open up a new browser, I'm gonna start losing frames. 1 second. My mom is messaging me. Let's see here. Where is my thing? Okay, the fact that I'm pulling out my phone to look at my about page on Twitch because I can't open it up on my... I can't open it up on my own computer. Should probably tell you. Okay, I have a Newegg 11 Phantom Canyon, 2060 NVIDIA, a i7 Intel, and I have 32 gigabytes of RAM. DDR4. Yeah. Not bad. I mean, my power is external. And my PC is tiny. Isn't that great? That's all I need. That's all I need. At least a new CPU is cheap, is it? What's the average price of a CPU? I remember me from 1.5 years ago, this stream dying so often. That happened? I don't remember that at all. Well, I remember like 6 months ago my computer died a lot. It was worse? I don't remember that at all. I don't remember that. It died 3 times playing Genshin, what? That was before I streamed on YouTube. So, I don't know. I don't remember that at all. That was such a long time ago. I don't remember doing that. I mean, at least if stream dies on Twitch, it'll reconnect. On YouTube, it'll like create a whole new VOD. And then that makes me really sad. Not the 5 FPS Genshin stream. Gosh, you should have seen the time I tried playing you should have seen the time I tried playing Resident Evil 4, the remake, while streaming. I couldn't even get my model to load. I had to get a Fugi. I had to get like a little like a Discord reactive PNG. I had to get a PNG. And then I had to turn all the settings to low so everything was super crunchy. So, if you were here for the time I tried playing Monster Hunter Wilds, you know what that looked like. It was crunchy. It was crunchy and the frames were going at like 3, like 5 to like 10 frames a second. It was great. Is your OS on an HDD or an SSD? It's an SSD. I have 2. I have an SSD. I was here for the second one? Yeah. You know what? When we played together, were you live? No, I was not live. I can run it fine if I'm not streaming. It's because OBS on its own takes up like 70% of my CPU. And it cannot compete with Monster Hunter Wilds that also uses like 70% of my CPU. So I cannot have 2 things running on 70% of my CPU because my computer will crash. So yeah, it throttles me. I can't even play Fantasy Life. My computer crashes when I play Fantasy Life. My GPU does not like Fantasy Life. It barely runs Minecraft. Yeah, a lot of games I can't play. Actually, it's okay at running Minecraft. I just don't think I can do modded Minecraft on this computer. I can do it not streaming, and then I can do it regular Minecraft when I am streaming, but I cannot do modded Minecraft live. No. My computer does not like me. It sees me open up OBS and my computer just starts screaming. Like, the moment I open stream and you see me start to lag, that is my computer, like, screaming. That's my computer going, ah! What's that you're holding? I am holding red packets. They're money, because I am your grandma. Giving young people money and treats. But then when you open it up, it's actually like, it's like chocolate. Does your computer sound like a jet engine at 100%? It's at 100% right now. The hard avoidance of the word mom. No, I don't want to be called mom. I want to be called grandma. Or you can call me auntie, I don't know. Oh my god, I remember the one time somebody came to my stream a long time ago and they were like, mommy? It's like, who? The fans? No, my fans. Okay. Let me turn let me turn off my noise gate and my denoiser and the gain. Let me turn off all my filters. Okay. Hear this? That's my fans. Oh god, I'm so loud. So, if you were ever wondering how loud my fans are, they're not that loud. They're like kind of ish. It's a jet engine. No, it's not a jet engine. It's not. Hello. That's me with the gain on, because if I turn the gain off, you can barely hear it. It's just kind of like quiet. Okay, let me turn my limiters and everything back on. Hello, Sarah Selkie, welcome in. Sorry, I was showing my chat, my fans. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, welcome in. Hello, Mr. Shine JP. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for the raid, Sarah Selkie. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. What were you guys up to? Oops. Oopsies. Yeah. Here you go. Let me shout you out. What are you guys up to? Ooh, just chatting. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? I hope it's not OnlyFans? Nah. Just normal fans. Thank you for the follow, Smattering of Geese. Welcome in. Dying in Elden Ring, suffering with 6 million Scoville hot sauce and so much yapping. Oh my gosh, that sounds so much fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. I hope you are okay and that your stomach will be okay. I hope that you'll be okay later. On the porcelain throne. You need to try Carolina Reapers. Oh my gosh, I cannot handle spice at all. I drink a lot of milk if you are okay with milk. And ice cream. Your model so cute. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. And whoa. Oh, my desktop icon just flashed on the screen for a second. Yeah, my computer's dying. Take a shot of milk with you. Oh my gosh. But yes, please take care of yourself if you need to. Have you tried Five Guys yet? No, I've actually never been there. Please take care of yourself if you need to. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the follow. 100 subs says you'll eat a Carolina Reaper pepper? No, I will die. Look, you guys know the Nongshim ramen? The one that comes in like the black and red packet? I can't even eat that. I can't even have that with like the full powder. I can have like a little sprinkle of the powder, but I can't even have the whole thing. That's how bad with spice I am. You know the what's it called? You know the carbonara bulldog? You know the carbonara bulldog? Even that is spicy. Even that is spicy to me. So I'm very bad with spice. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I hope you also had a wonderful stream, and please take care of yourself. If you need to go get water, please drink some water and food and whatever you need to. And thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Welcome in raiders. Hello. Want to see a magic trick? No. Oh, do you want me to go get in bed? Yeah. Oh my god, my PGM. Yeah, good night. Have a spectacular night. You too. 1 second. Oh. There you go. Let me tuck you in. Have a good rest. Have a good eep. Ta-da! Yippee! 1,000 subs says you'll eat a Reaper pepper. I'm not gonna eat a pepper. Although one of my goals for this this year was I was gonna do a spicy Q&A. I was gonna do a spicy Q&A. So maybe I will make myself some spicy noodles. I'm not gonna eat a pepper, but I will eat spicy noodles. If you don't know 1,000, I'll eat one. Hell yeah. Peanuts will eat it for me. Did you know that they've discontinued the super hot spicy chip? Do you remember that thing that like back in the early 2000s, people were like, oh, this is the world's hottest chip. Do you remember those? Cat Kyo eating Shin Ramyun when? Gosh, I don't know if I could handle that. I'll be dying the entire time. Like, I'll be like, your chat's trying to kill you, I guess. Yeah, that's just how stream goes, you know? Everyone's trying to kill the streamer. And all times I've seen of like when people are streaming, I think like half the time it's like you either live long enough to be the bully or you get bullied. No, I think everyone here is pretty good. Am I nice to you guys? I think I am. My dumbest was mad why the chip didn't come in bags, not a single chip. Yeah, it's a single chip. It's like one super spicy chip. That was like 2020. Yeah, they discontinued because the company died or something. I don't know what happened, but they no longer make them, sadly. They probably still do exist in like... They probably still exist in... Yeah, the one chip challenge. They probably still exist in like random gas stations. They made an updated model of the hot chip, really? I thought they discontinued it. Tin ramen isn't that spicy? It is spicy to me. She throws us random chaotic topics. That's not mean. You're the meanest person I know. I'm nice. Ads, yeah. Yeah, I'm mean, guys. I give you guys ads. Ads, okay. Hello, people who don't have ads. The strong ones. You need to be meaner to filter people? How? They didn't get rid of the one chip challenge, it just improved over the years? Really? Oh gosh. I think if I would eat it, I'd die. You know? How? Do I have to be like, guys, I hate you all, and I'm disappointed? I have to be like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I can't frown. I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. Not mommy, the other type of mean. Oh. Gosh, how do I be mean? I hope that you... I don't know. I hope that you fail. I hope that you fail and that none of your dreams work out and that you end up crushed by life and that you realize that you're getting old and that you're gonna go down and... already did. Half the people here are gonna be like, oh yeah, daily life, welcome to my life. Half of you guys are gonna be like, oh, that's just already me. That already happens to me. Hello. Another superative priapism. Thank you for the follow. I don't know. She's calling us out. I hope you don't get a job. Or if you do get a job, I hope that it's sad and depressing and that you're stuck in corporate life forever. I don't know how to be mean. Hello, welcome. How are you? I don't know, how do you be mean? I can't be mean unless I know you personally, honestly. Like, if I had a redeem on here that was like, insult me or whatever, my version of insult would be like, I hope that you get a paper cut under your fingernail and then you peel the skin off. I don't know. Or like, I can sit here and I can detail like physical like torture. I don't know. I can sit here and be like, imagine everybody, imagine your hand and like your skin getting peeled off layer by layer, and then like your nerves being flayed alive, and then sticking that in a vat of boiling oil, and then sticking it in like lemon juice and salt, and then like having dogs lick it. That's more disgusting than mean. Well, I'm subjecting you guys to mental images of horror. She's a little twisted. I'm lost. They said I need to be more mean to you guys. I don't know how to be mean to you guys. What about glass wool? The stuff they put in your attic? Like, what they call that? Fiberglass. I hope your bed is made of fiberglass. I don't know. Ooh, I hope they take those teeny little hairs after they give you a haircut and they like dump it in your bed at night. And then when you go to sleep, you feel like you're itchy, but you don't know where it's coming from because you can't see it and it feels like there's ants on your back. That's torture, not being mean as far as I'm aware. Okay, but what is torture if not being mean, you know? 2 words to instantly be mean, it's small. Really? Short king. What if I said something like, short kings rise up? I don't know. You don't have to dislike someone to torture them, to be fair. Why would you do that to someone that you like? Okay, I thought you were just cute. I guess even kitties are a little twisted. Nobody's normal out here. Why would you torture someone that you like? That doesn't make sense. Torture if not being mean called BDSM. Okay, that's if somebody enjoys it though. I'm talking about like, how would you, like, let's say you like somebody. How do you can keep it professional while you torture them? People probably like that though. Really? How? How to truly piss people off? This is just BDSM, what? It can be some random dude and you want information. Oh, that's what you mean by like business. Not like you hate him or anything. You're talking about like a specialized job. Like if your job was like I don't know, like you're a police officer and you're like, I'm gonna make you sit here in this uncomfortable metal chair and we're gonna shine spotlights on you until you talk. Stuff like that. I don't know. Nothing personal, kid. Oh, dang it, I added to myself. I guess so. Okay, turns out there's 3 methods of torture. There's like torture because you don't like somebody, there's torture because you like somebody, and there's torture because you just feel neutral, apparently. Isn't torture illegal? According to the Geneva Conventions, yes. Technically. In the court of law though, it's like what do they say? It's a suggestion. It's a suggestion, and you just happen to be there in an uncomfortable situation, but we didn't put you there, you know? That's what they'll say. Like, yes, they can detain you for 72 hours, and yes, they can keep you up for 72 hours. Is that torture? Technically, yes, but according to the law, they are allowed to keep you for 72 hours, and if you don't speak, they are allowed to keep you up for 72 hours, you know? A Geneva suggestion, yeah. Whenever my cat bites and scratches me, I would torture her with hugs. Aw, that's cute. I was talking to my mom earlier, and she was telling me the story of how she got her cat. And apparently long time ago, they used to put cats down for biting people. She went into a shelter. She was telling me this story. She went into a shelter when she adopted her cat. She was like thinking about getting a cat. She walked in. She was talking to the worker there, and the cat was like all the way in the back of the cage, like kind of just chilling. And so she stuck her hand in to kind of like, you know, when you meet a cat and you stick your hand in their face, the cat bit her. And then the worker there was like, oh man, like I guess we gotta put her down now. Because we have to, like, whenever a cat bites people, we have to write an incident report because we can't have cats attacking people. Because, like, we can't have that. It's like when people do that with dogs, right? We can't have, like, vicious animals. And my mom was like, what? No, don't do that. I want this cat. I'll take it. And so the guy's like, oh, if you're gonna take it, then that's fine, whatever, we'll hold on to the cat for you. And then my mom's like, no, I'll take it now, I don't want you to put it down. That's crazy, yeah, this is what happened back then. My stinky kitty is like 15 to 16 years old, he's too old to be biting people, yeah. No, my mom's cat is like... Well, she doesn't have any more, that was like a long time ago, but apparently that's how the story of how she got the cat. Who are you and why are you in my following scroller wheel? I'm not even followed for you. If you are on mobile and you are scrolling down on the recommended feed, I will probably show up there because it recommends you to people who are related to stuff that you're recommended, not people that you're following. It's just recommended. But hello, welcome. I don't know why I'm here in your feed, but hello. But yes, apparently the cat was... Oh, probably a raid, maybe. If you are here and you're like, why am I've never watched it before, you were probably raided over by either somebody. I was on a following wheel, no raid. Okay, so if you're on mobile, maybe it's just recommended. Like there's a recommended feed on the swipe. Like if you swipe up, you know how there's like a vertical feed? Those are all recommended. They're not people that you follow, they're people that you recommended. And yeah, I just happen to be here. Probably one of the very few English streamers at this time. And it was almost 5 a.m. my time, I slept, don't worry, but I'm tapped out, see if I can get sleep some more. Yeah, no worries. Have a good night, thank you for stopping by. Let me tuck you in. Doo-doo-doo. I like your name, by the way. Oops, wrong person. I'm so sorry, Pix. You are going to bed, and you are going to bed. I'm forcibly tucking people into bed. You're going to bed right now. You're in... I don't remember following either, but Twitch says I do. Maybe. My cat keeps waking the other 4 cats away from the food, yet we free fed. Ooh. You can tuck yourself into bed, yeah. Good night, everybody. If you are going to bed, good night. But, yeah, hello. Maybe you're rated over, I don't know. Wait, I can see, I believe, wait, where am I? I can see when you were first here. If I click on you as a person. You have been following since January 2nd of 2026. So you've been here for a while. I remember you. You came. Oh my god. Okay, so Reese Shiny Stroborn, you came in with Betty Dukes. You were here as a part of a raid from Betty Dukes in January 2nd. I know, because I can look it up. Haha, this is my power as a streamer. I can look it up. I'm not sure why you're on my following it, but I guess I have to. Thank you so much for the follow. Hello, Claw Attack for you. Welcome in. I'm trying to fall asleep as I watch. Just lie down and close your eyes. Just lie down and be like, ooh. I don't know why, but oh my god, I'm having the exact same problem as like Jigglypuff, where like on my normal streams, you have people here who are just chatting and be like, oh, we're having an engaging stream, we're having interesting conversations. And then the moment I do like a karaoke stream, I have like 10 people being like, wow, this is so relaxing, I'm falling asleep. And I'm like, I'm singing like rock songs, how is this relaxing? Opinion on chaos? I think chaos is fun. I think chaos can be good and interesting and like a good method of what's it called? A little bit of controlled chaos is good. I think a little bit of disharmony is interesting. Nothing can be a little too organized. A little too organized isn't fun. Like if, personally for me, if I was to be ranked on one of those, you know, those D&D alignment charts? Okay, what do you guys think I am? Like on the D&D alignment charts. Where would you think I would land? We've got lawful, evil, lawful, neutral, lawful, good, true evil, true neutral, true good, chaotic evil, chaotic neutral, chaotic good. Neutral good? Also, thank you for the water break. I'm gonna drink water. Lawful neutral? Interesting. That's funny. The lawful evil. I'm getting a lot of lawfuls here. Why? Why do you guys think I would obey the law? Why do you guys think I would obey the law? Maybe with all that talk of torture makes sense. Yeah, no, not lawful. Chaotic neutral. What am I? Voice reveal? Hello, I don't know. Wait.
Hello, wait a minute. Hello.
Oh gosh. What? Hello. Wow, I sound so disordered. Wow. Oh gosh, my audio doesn't even work anymore.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Most VTubers use their filters and voice reveal. Yeah, this is my voice reveal. I sound like an. Wait. Can I do that? Wow. I'm trying to sound like the groan tube. Sorry. Hello. Hello. Most VTubers use a filter, you know, for the longest time. Catgirl IRL, damn, okay, no. What if you can? I'm not trying to make cat sounds. I'm trying to sound like a groan tube. You know the groan tube where you go like you go like you tip it and it goes. You know those? You know those groan tubes? They go. Lawful doesn't mean you obey the law, just you adhere to some kind of. That is not it. Hey, I tried my best. That you just adhere to some kind of code. Oh, honestly, I've taken the test multiple times, and every single time I keep getting like chaotic neutral. I get chaotic neutral because it's like I follow a code, but I don't follow a code set by others. I follow my own law. Meow. I follow my own set of like beliefs and like what I think. So rather than like following a set law, which is what I think is what like lawful is, like the world has a set of like rules. I follow my own. I respect that, yeah. And also like, I remember a long time ago, remember when people were doing like the Harry Potter houses things? Like J.K. Rowling sucks and all that, but like I remember back then when people were talking about stuff like that. The Harry Potter house that I would just constantly get sorted into was Slytherin. And I've never read the books, so everyone was like, oh, that's like an evil house. I'm like, well, I think they're cool. I think they're cool. Sound like a cat? It does not sound like a cat. If I wanted to sound like a cat, I would be like... Meow. No, that's not a cat. I don't know what that was. Meow. Kyokami. Meow. I don't know. Slytherin is the most common one. True. I feel like either way, you just kind of like... Nobody gets Hufflepuff. It's so rare. Can we rate Kyokami? I'm right here. When I think about it, I'm probably the same way because I'm definitely not neutral yet. I mean, I'm definitely not chaotic good. You definitely sound like an agitated cat. I don't know. Meowing for tat. For free? I'll do anything for free. I have no embarrassment. You guys can't embarrass me. There's nothing out there in the world that I will not do that I find embarrassing. Like, people are out there are like, oh, I wouldn't do that for free. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, hello. I don't care. We love free mouths. Yeah. I'll do anything for free. I don't care. People out there are like, oh, that's embarrassing. I won't do that. Like, I don't care. There's a lot of things out there that I just wouldn't wait, but no. Would not do? Would. I've gotten rid of all of my cringe a long time ago, and I am free. I am truly free. I'm the definition of free. That's why I always encourage all of you. Just be free, be cringe and be free. Just, if you're all like, oh, I don't wanna like dress that way. Other people are gonna stare at me funny. I'm like, do it. Do it, coward, do it. Okay, say one thing that you do that most people would think is embarrassing. I don't know, I dance in public. That's a low bar. I'll list a bunch of things I think I do in public that maybe other people would think embarrassing. I aura pose. I'll tell you guys multiple stories. I go out for walks by myself. I will stand on pillars and like fence posts, aura posing, balancing on a single pole, and I will sing to myself. I'll sing out loud. Yeah, I'll aura pose, I don't care. You wish you were me. I'll stand on a fence post. I'll aura farm. I'll sing out loud. You'll see somebody just standing on a fence post. Just, you know. So cool. I'll be standing on a fence post and all you'll hear from me is being like, I used to rule the world. Hello, welcome. Hello, Raiders from Nasty Cat. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello. Oh my gosh, why are we getting so many raids today? Hello, so mad. Welcome in. Hello. Raid. Yay. Welcome in, Raiders. What are you guys up to? Oh my gosh. Hello, hello. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys up to? 3 rates. I know, it's crazy. What's happening today? Is it because it's a holiday? Is it because it's Ramadan and Mardi Gras and the Lunar New Year today? Some kind of crazy event happening today. What's happening? What are you guys talking about? My rate is probably because they saw on the recommended when you see people. Yeah. Ramadan started today? Yeah, it did. Ramadan started today, and also Mardi Gras is today too. We learned about Lunar New Year. Let's go! What do you mean New Year? Today is the Lunar New Year, also known as Chinese New Year, also known as a bunch of other names by other different by a bunch of other different types of cultures. But yeah. The ancient Chinese calendar that follows the moon, which is why it's called the Lunar New Year. They follow New Year's based off of the lunar calendar. So for different cultures, today is the first day of the new year. Not, the Roman calendar, which said that January 1st is the new year. Different cultures, different calendars. Thank you for the follow, Gamer Ben. 5655. Mardi Gras, how do you know this? It's on the calendar! If you guys look on the calendar online, it's on there. But yeah, watch Panda Express videos, that sounds fun. I hope that you guys get lots of yummy food. But yeah, thank you for the raid. What exactly do we do for Mardi Gras anyway? You participate in the parade. People wear like cool costumes, and then people throw stuff. People throw beads at each other, and then they like drink. Yeah, they just drink. I hope you have a good stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the raids. I hope that you have a good rest of your night and that you take care of yourself, and as well as raiders. If you guys need to go to the bathroom, if you guys need to go drink water, if you guys need to go eat food, do whatever you need to do, go to bed, feel free to do so. Thank you so much for the raid, and I hope you take a good, nice, long rest and enjoy your Lunar New Year. Yes. What they call it? Happy New Year! Thank you! What's your zodiac? I am the year of the snake. For me. Yeah, Louisiana! Woohoo! I don't know what exactly... I won't let you forget about your cringe. I'm not cringe, I'm cool. I'm free. I don't know, what else do I do that's cringe? What else? I'll dance in public. I'll I'll be on stage, or I'll be like at a crosswalk, and then I'll do like a little jig. Like, I'll do like I'll start doing square dancing, like while I'm waiting for a light or something, and then I'll like skip. I'll skip across this, like if I'm waiting to cross the street, I'll like start skipping. If there's a hill in front of me, I'll roll down a hill in public. I don't care. I'll go lie down on the grass. I'll roll down a hill. I'll like run in circles. I'll chase squirrels. I'll chase squirrels. I'll chase pigeons in the park. Maybe you guys are like, oh my god, Kyo is secretly a dog. I'll chase squirrels in the park. I'll run along the beach and I'll chase birds. I'll like pick up bugs like on the ground. Like if you see me like crouched on the sidewalk or something, I'll just pick up bugs. I'll try climb trees. I can't climb trees because I kind of suck at climbing trees, but I'll try to climb them. I go to playgrounds. I go to playgrounds, I go like on the swings, even though I'm like super old. I don't know. Do you ever see a rabbit and go, hello, Mr. Bunny? No. I just go, bunny! Like if I see a dog, I'll go like, ooh, doggy. And then if I see like, I don't know, every single animal I see is just always like, froggy! Kitty! Yeehaw, partner! I'm from the good old state. You're very poppy-coated, but in a good way. I go to the playground and swing. That's definitely my most cringe if parents see me. Nah. Oh god, why am I lagging? No, that's not. Playgrounds are for all ages. You can't be embarrassed. I used to be like a food. You would not believe the amount of adults who are very like shy about having candy. Cause like once I did food sampling in the store and the amount of people that came up to me and they were like, oh, candy, that's for kids. I'm like, bro, the slogan on this candy says that adults and kids can enjoy it too. What do you mean that you can't have candy because you're an adult? Like, what? I think every adult should be able to enjoy some gummy worms. What do you mean? I broke my wrist at a playground like 2 years ago? How? What happened? Oh my gosh. Screw with the public, do what your mind and heart tells you, don't hold you back, be yourself. Yeah, exactly. Everybody should be like... Everybody should be by yourself. Now, enjoy what you do. Have fun. Be cringe. Don't care what other people say or think about you. Especially nowadays where people will make fun of you on purpose and they'll like record you and they'll be like, haha, look at this person being all lame in the park by themselves. Like, who cares? If you're not online and you're not chronically online, what does it matter that people record you in public? If anything, that's illegal. They shouldn't be recording you in public. You can be like, that's an infringement of my privacy rights. I gotta get ready for work. Love it here. See y'all. See you. Have a good day at work. Good luck. Good morning. Hello, Kogurikasu. Singing by yourself during the afternoon is a good time. It really is. I love the swings. I get really sick though, cause like I get motion sickness, and then it makes me feel funny. But like I like swinging for like 3 minutes, and then I have to stop. That's funny to hear because my dad loves gummy worms, and when I was a kid he wouldn't let me have any, saying it's only for adults. Really? Oh my gosh. That's like... he's gatekeeping gummy worms from you. I was playing freeze tag with my friends and I fell off the monkey bars. Oh no. Oh my gosh. That sucks. I once was playing on the monkey bars and I fell off and I winded myself for the first time ever, and that was scary. I couldn't breathe. I fell off the monkey bars because I was holding on to it upside down and I fell on my back. And knocked the wind right out of me and I was like, ugh. I couldn't breathe. Are we allowed to cuss here? If not, then I sincerely apologize. You're allowed to cuss. I just don't, because of out of principle. Because I personally feel that swears feel better if you truly feel it in the moment. I only allow myself to swear if it needs emphasis. Because they matter more. Words matter more the less you use them to me. So I don't swear out of principle because I think it feels more because like if somebody swears all the time, right, everyone's always like, oh, they just swear all the time, that's just a part of your vocabulary. If somebody who's like me, who never swears, if I were to say like the F word, everybody here would go, you know, everybody would be like, oh my god, Ko said the F word, oh my god, right? That's the goal. That's what I live for. I live to make everybody go, oh, scandalous. Oh my god, she said the F word. Like, meanwhile, if I were to like drop the F-bomb every 5 seconds, then everyone would be like, oh, Kyo's just a normal VTuber. Kyo just swears every 5 seconds like a normal VTuber. Like, no. I gotta be different. I I gotta differentiate myself. My swears have meaning. Scandalous, I know, right? Oh my god. Adult gummy worms sound a little sus. I feel like I'm talking to my mama. That's the point. I am your grandma. Yeah, swears from you have been earned, hell yeah. In all the times here that I've been here, how many times do you think I've sworn? Probably not very many. Like, none at all, really. That's actually very cool and a new perspective. That's really interesting, yeah. Do you know it's 10 times more fun and refreshing if you, like, really feel mad and you have to, like, stand on a chair, dive bomb to the ground, rip your shirt off, and scream, you know? If I ever get that mad, that's what I will do. I'll rip my shirt off, and then I will scream. But I don't know if I've ever gotten that mad in my life, so that's the only situation that I think I would ever swear. But no. I unfortunately have worked blue collar most of my life, so I cuss like a sailor. Yeah. Unfortunately, as a young age, I was drilled into not swearing because I was told that the more you do it, the harder it is to stop. And you don't want that to bleed into professional life, because, you know. I guess ripping off the shirt is quite scandalous, yeah. Mid face red mad until a darn comes out, yeah, darn it. I have no idea what that is. Adult gummy worms? Honestly, for the longest time, I remember getting ads about like, you know those like gummies with like THC and stuff? They look really yummy, but like I don't like THC and weed like that because like I'm already high on life. What do I need drugs for? But like the way they advertise it all the time, whenever I see ads, I'm like, wow, that looks really good. But I wish they didn't have this stuff in it. Cause like they sell them and I know myself and I'm gonna want to eat like 10 of them, like eat the vitamin gummies, but I can't because I'm gonna like die. It's like, oh, you can have gummy, but you can only have one gummy at a time. I'm like, but I like gummy. I want to eat like 20 of them. I work corporate now and code switching is so hard sometimes, especially because I work with hospital patients. Yeah. That's why I don't swear at all. It's easy. Although it is kind of funny. Like, I'll drop something on the floor and I'll be like, ah, rats. Oh, potatoes. Oh, man. Like, a cartoon character, I'll be like, oh, man. Girl just wants gummy bears? Yeah. Are you guys stuck in the middle of nowhere? What the heck? Depends on what you get. Honestly, the better they taste, the lower the effects, the worse they taste, usually the harder they hit. Oh. That's why I can't eat weed brownies, because I can eat a whole giant tray of brownies by myself in 30 minutes. Yeah. That too. If you're like, ooh, brownies, yummy. And then, like, you're only allowed to have, like, a little bit of a corner, like a teeny little bit of a brownie. What's the point? What's the point of having that? Like, we're like mega screwed. What? Are you guys stuck in the middle of nowhere? What are you guys doing? Are you guys stuck in the middle of nowhere? You just reminded me of an awful memory. Oh no, did you accidentally overdose? I remember like hearing stories of people who like accidentally overdosed and then they were like, oh, I like lied on the couch for an hour and then I had like horrible dreams. I had a friend who did that. Are you guys okay? My friend didn't tell me they were weed brownies, so I ate 6 of them. Oh no! Oh my god, what happened? That sounds horrible. Oh my gosh. I can not imagine what kind of things you went through. Brazil? Oh my gosh. You guys are in Brazil? Wow. For like the Olympics? Wait, where is the Olympics this year? The Winter Olympics? I have no idea where that is. I sat on the couch and just melted? Yeah. Can't imagine. You're just kind of like, oh, what? Sounds like Texas. They're in Brazil for Carnival. Oh, Mardi Gras. Maybe. I hope you guys get back safe. I don't know. Like, what time is it? If you're like stuck out there in the middle of nowhere. Like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but anyways. I just melted and watched Spider-Man for hours. Oof. I remember my friend told me that she had too much like brownies and accidentally overdosed, and then she was like, yeah, I just laid down and stared at the ceiling and like disassociated for 4 hours. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I've never actually done that before. Like, I've never tried that. Nor have I ever tried like anything else. I don't know. I've never been that type of person to like, oh, I'm gonna go like do that. Like, have you ever had weed? No. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I don't do anything. I am like boring as hell. Super boring. The most I'll do is like water. Juice. Maybe hot chocolate. I don't know. Thanks for streaming. It's always so nice to be in your company. Hope everybody has a good day. You too. Hope you have a good day or a good night or wherever you're going. Thank you for stopping by, Gagal. Good night. See you. I think not doing any of those is pretty good. That's very shocking, honestly. Why? Why is that shock? I mean, I've tried drinking before. It's not very good. I just get sick. And then, like, what's it called? I've tried, like, I've been offered, like, vape. And it just, like, I don't know. It just doesn't, like, I don't know. I don't believe I've ever tried it. I think I tried, like, once, like, a single puff. And then I was like, don't like it. Never really liked it. Just where I was raised is not a norm for us. Ooh, depends on where you were raised. For me, that just wasn't a thing that I did. Or none of my friends are really into. Like, none of my friends are into that either. Drinking, whatever. Doing drugs. Actually, no, that's not true. My friend does weed. And then my other friend likes to drink. So, I don't know. I can't even say it's just a friend thing. Maybe it's not just a me thing. Would I ever want to try? I don't know. You're a good girl? Maybe. No. Well, in terms of that, yes. In terms of like, not getting in trouble, no. Because growing up as a kid, I was not good. Growing up as a kid, you don't drink? Is that a new thing? I swear a while back you said you socially drink. If I'm at a party, I will have like the tiniest amount of alcohol. I'll mix my own drink, but most of the time I'll just have juice. Like, I'll drink juice or like soda, but like if there's alcohol available, I usually won't. I'll try like a little, like I'll have a splash, but like I won't have a lot. Cause I know my own alcohol tolerance and it's not very high. And I don't want to be like sick later on, so I'll like have a sip, but like most of the time, I won't have any. I was drinking at 17. I mean, I did too. But it was mostly because my parents were like the type of people to be like, oh, do you want to try? You want to try champagne? And I was like, sure. And then it does not taste good, so I don't know. Never was really into that. I've killed 3 bottles of soju tonight alone. What? I can't even drink like 2 shots of soju without getting like TV static. You know, like you stand up and your vision blacks out. That's me. My limit I think is like 2 shots of soju and like half a glass of beer. Or maybe like in total like 3 shots of vodka. That's really it. It's not high. Hello Megaphone Unit, thank you for the follow, welcome. But yeah, if I'm at a party and stuff, I'll try, but like I won't drink a lot because I will be sick. What else? Like in terms of getting in trouble, like I have a brother, and growing up as a kid, he was the angel child and I was the devil, because every single time that they would tell people not to do anything, I was the one who would just be like, I'm gonna go do it. And he'd be the one who would not do it, so I would get in trouble. And so my list of like notes that they would send home from school, throughout my entire elementary school, throughout my entire middle school, and throughout my entire high school was just constantly getting sent notes. You know the race purity test? Like half of those things on there that are related to like getting in trouble with the law is probably something I've done. It's like arson, hell yeah. Forgery, hell yeah. Like destruction of personal property, hell yeah. I've done all that. So in terms of like being like a delinquent and a troublemaker, I've done that, but not in terms of like drugs, you know? I may be bad, but I'm not that bad. What's a purity test? So back in the 80s, there used to be this thing from this university that they came up with for freshmen to write, to kind of see for freshman years, to see like now between the end of the year how much you have like checked off a metaphorical list. Half the stuff on there, if you are like sexually active, a lot of stuff is on there is related to sex. So if you're sexually active, you probably have a really low race purity score, but basically it's something that came up with for university students during Frosh Week, during like first year of like orientation week, for like that they would get people to do, you know? I should not take that test. Don't be embarrassed about a low score, because it just means that you have lived a life. You want to hear my drink total last Friday? What? It was like 13 beers, I don't know. One more follow for 600? Really? Remember when I put on my goal list, I was like, oh, I hope I get to 600 by the end of this year. No, what did I put? I think I put like 600, or I think I put 800 or something like that. Remember last year when I started at 200? That was good times. I started last year streaming and I was like at like 200. Now we're at 600. That's crazy. Wow. What about a high score? It means you haven't done much, but that's fine too. Hello! Hi, Cart Bear. And hello, Severe Outlast. Welcome. 15 shots, 5 twisted teas. What is a twisted tea? 3 to 4 beers, and a vodka Red Bull. Ooh. You know what? You want to know what I had this weekend? I had a Virgin Bloody Mary at brunch. And that was it. Hello, welcome. I don't know what a twisted tea is. That sounds fun. You know what's not good? Jello shots do not taste good. I don't know. I don't like Jello shots. No matter how much Jello they put in Jello shots, you still taste the alcohol. And they don't taste sweet at all. It just tastes bitter. What is it talking about? Oh yeah, if you have a high race purity score, that's fine too. It just means that you haven't, like, I guess, basically just haven't done much, but that's fine. There's people out there who are older and they have not experienced that, and that's fine. Everybody has their own pace. Jello shots are goated? No, not really. They taste bad. I've had, like, them mixed with, like, tequila and what was the other one? Rum? They're not good. I don't know. They taste bitter. Twisted tea is hard iced tea. It's milk based. Ooh, I've never had that before. That just means they suck at making them? Maybe. It was a bar. I don't know. You know what's good? You know what I like? My friend really likes to order Long Island iced teas, which I also really like too, in terms of, like, tasting them, because they taste like nothing. Long Island iced teas taste exactly like a Nestea. It's great, but they have so much alcohol in them. But my friend likes getting them because they get her, like, messed up really fast. She gets them to get drunk. Those are dangerous? Yeah. What's the other one? The blue version of the Long Island iced tea. I forgot the name. There's, like, a blue version of it where instead of, like, I only drink those to get drunk, my friend does that too. She drinks them to get drunk, and that's really the only purpose. But I like them because they taste like Nestea, and I think it's pretty interesting. I'm like, how do you have all that alcohol in here, but it just tastes like Nestea? What did they do? How does the flavors just cancel each other out? It's called a Blue Hawaiian. Yeah, that one. I've never tried it, but it looks interesting. I remember going to a bar once, and they were like, oh, would you like to try, like, a drink or whatever? And, like, I like to go to bars and, like, places to try, like, niche drinks, because if I'm gonna be, like, getting a drink, I might as well get something I've never had before. So every single time I go to a place, I'm like, ooh, you know what I want to try? I want to try, like, what they called? Like a bowl, like a, what's it called? A bullseye? Bloodshot? Sorry. What's it called? It's like beef broth and vodka, and they call it a bullshot. And I was like, I want to try that. Or like a grasshopper. I want to try a grasshopper. But are you popping pills? I'm taking my allergy medicine. Yes, I'm popping pills. Allegra? It's not Allegro, it's some off-brand. I don't know what that is. I cuss, my fault. No, don't worry, you can cuss if you want to. Happy Year of the Umamusume. Yeah, Happy New Year of the Horse. Ella Garber, welcome. Happy New Year. Happy Year of the Horse. Cetrazine, I also take that. No, well, it's from Costco. I don't know. Yeah, it is the Year of the Horse. Grasshoppers are just like a bad Long Island iced tea. I've never tried them. I've actually never had Bailey's. I've always wanted to try a Bailey's. Zyrtec? I don't know. It's some like off-brand in a green bottle from Costco. I don't know. I remember as a kid I used to have Claritin. Maybe it is Zyrtec. Who knows? I've never had a grasshopper. It's like a mint tea, like a mint chocolate with I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of. Yeah, I want to try Bailey's, or like a Kaluha. I want to try Kaluha with the coffee and Bailey's alcohol, coffee rum. Grasshoppers are good if you like mint. I don't like mint. I've never tried them. I want to try different types of cocktails, but I never really have the opportunity to, because I don't go to bars. May Haru Urara never be forgotten. Yeah. R.A.P. both Haru Urara and who was the other one? I forgot her name. Another one passed away last year. I love coffee liquor. I've never tried, but it's on my bucket list of things to try. Shokupen! Maybe talking alcohol. I highly recommend mixing a ginger beer with whiskey. Ooh, I've never actually had whiskey before. And I don't know what a ginger beer is. When I was in Korea, they have really nice German beers. There's like a couple of German beers that are really popular in Korea. Those are really good. I don't remember the name of them, but they were good. They're a good mix of soju. Be careful with whiskey. I've never had whiskey. I've never had rum. I've never had gin. I might have had them mixed with like Long Island iced tea, but like taste? No, not really. Actually, no, I think I have had rum in like tiramisu and stuff, like cooking. But I don't know if you can call that like, I don't know if you can call that eating or like tasting, because everything cake or food. And that's all cooked away. Beck's and Warsteiner are good German beers. Ooh. Some of it's good, but some taste like straight paint thinner. True. I mean, with all alcohols, if it's good quality, it tastes good, but bad quality just tastes like rubbing alcohol. Same thing with vodka. People are always like, oh, cheap vodka. Yeah, cheap vodka tastes like rubbing alcohol. Cheap vodka doesn't taste good. You gotta try moonshine? I've never tried that. What is your guys' opinion on craft beers? What do you guys think about those? I know some people are like, I hate them, and other people are like, I love microbrews. You know? Terrible? I remember during the pandemic, a lot of people were talking about like, oh, I started home brewing. I started brewing at home. I have a relative who loves to drink beer. I don't know. I was never really into like alcohol. Gotta go now. See y'all. Have a good stream. Good night. I don't need. Good night. Bye bye. See you. Thank you for stopping by. I drink beer for a social thing. I don't like the taste. I think it just tastes like bread. Like, it tastes like bitter bread. I've never had any kind of beer. I've tried sips of it. It just doesn't taste good. Aside from root beer, true root beer is good. Although root beer is more like licorice. Bars and going out, I only drink liquor and mixed cocktails. True. If I was ever to go to like an event and stuff and they're like, oh, we're giving out like a free cocktail. What would you like to order? I will choose between two drinks. Like, I'll either be like, oh, I'll get a Shirley Temple, or I'll get like, I like Bloody Caesars. I like Bloody Caesars, and I like, what's it called? I like Shirley Temples, because of the grenadine. It's sweet. You love a Dirty Shirley then? What is a Dirty Shirley? Does it have coffee in it? Don't suggest moonshine to a non-drinker. What is moonshine? Is that just vodka? Is that vodka? Coffee? Isn't that a dirty martini? A dirty martini, they put coffee in there? Also, I have an ad upcoming in 3 minutes. Isn't a dirty martini just coffee in a martini? Or is it olive juice? I don't remember. You're thinking of an espresso martini. Maybe. I think a dirty martini is a olive juice? Something like that? I don't remember. No, I don't know. I'm not a drinker. I know people out there who are like, I love espresso martinis. I love espresso like I know they call a Black Widow is black tea and black coffee and what else? What did they call? They have different names for things. I don't remember. A Dirty Shirley is a Shirley Temple with cherry vodka. It's very good. Ooh, interesting. Cherry vodka. I feel like cherry vodka would taste like cough medicine, honestly. Every single time I've tried something with like artificial cherry flavoring, it just doesn't taste very good. I know people always talk about like ice wine as something to be really good. They're like, oh, ice wine is really sweet. I don't know. Ice wine doesn't taste very good either. Ice wine's kind of bitter. Don't ever drink moonshine, it'll actually kill you as a non-drinker. I don't know what moonshine is. What is that? Is it like vodka or something? Like, I am very much a lightweight. I'm not a heavy drinker at all. You'll like hand me like a glass and I'll just be out, gone. So I don't drink very often, and I don't drink at all. So when's the last time I've had alcohol? I made a white wine pasta. I think that's the last time I had alcohol. Moonshine is a high-proof, typically unaged, and clear whiskey traditionally produced illegally. Oh, using fermented mash of corn, sugar, yeast, and water. Oh, that's the stuff that they used to make during like prohibition and like in prisons, right? That's the stuff they talk about in books. Moonshine is alcohol, but so close to rubbing alcohol. Ooh. Why wouldn't you just drink rubbing alcohol then? I know people are like, oh, this is 99 proof vodka. And I'm like, why don't you just drink alcohol then? Why don't you just straight up drink ethanol? Because it'll make you blind? Oh. So you're gonna get as close to it as possible? Also, I think I have an ad going. Yes. Wow. What's the point? Just to get drunk? I was an alcoholic for a long time. Yeah, just to feel drunk? Oh. Some people out there are able to get drunk and enjoy the feeling of it. For me, it just goes straight from like, alcohol. And then like drunk, like sick immediately. Like it goes straight for me from like being, do you turn red? Yeah. For me, it goes straight from like, ooh, nice drink, I like this. I feel like a little tingle to like, I can feel my heartbeat in my hands, and when I stand up, my vision goes fuzzy. And when I stand, my vision goes fuzzy, and then my hands get like, you got the Asian flush? Yeah. I used to drink bottles of Listerine just to feel dry. What? I don't think that's very healthy. Also known as aldehyde dehydrogenase deficiency. Yeah. See you all in a few minutes. See you. We will wait for you guys to come back. In the meantime, we will talk about my alcohol intolerance. Yes, I can't have alcohol. I am allergic. Free from ads. Welcome back. Hello. Yes. Are you guys also allergic to alcohol? I have like alcohol intolerance. For me, it's like not even just turning red. It's just I drink alcohol and then in half an hour I get super sick. Like immediately it's like a hangover. Like my head hurts and I feel like I'm gonna throw up, but I never throw up. I die after 2 drinks, yeah. People find it hard to believe because I'm more often not bigger than them. Yeah, honestly, it's just about metabolism rather than about size. I subbed before the ad and still got it. This is bull. Oh no, well, you're safe for another hour. Well, you're safe for another month, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I think it takes like a while for the sub to kick in. But yes, hello. People who don't have ads. Hahaha. Kidding. I know people who are smaller than me who have like a way higher alcohol tolerance than me. It's not about size, although it does have a part in it. Like, yes, people who are larger have a lower chance of being sensitive to alcohol, but like, some people are just allergic. Or like they have a liver who can't process alcohol as fast. There are supplements you can buy that help break down alcohol the proper way so you don't get wrecked when you drink. True. I mean, as much as I feel sick when I drink, I actually have never ever gotten a hangover in my life because I drink. I have a rule where if every shot of alcohol that I take, I will just drink a glass of water with it. So every like little bit of alcohol, I just chug a glass. How much water do you drink before and after you drink alcohol? Before, not very much. After drinking, a lot. I start chugging water. I'm like, I'll drink water for every shot I take. I have a rule where I'll just drink like half a cup. And I've never gotten a hangover, so it works. Because, you know, if you know how alcohol works, it's a diuretic. It takes the water out of your blood, so you want to put it back. Yeah. I drink a lot of water. Although on my normal day-to-day life, I actually really don't drink a lot of water. I have a lot of soup, and I eat a lot of food with water, but normally I don't really drink that much water. And then when I'm like drinking, then I'll drink a lot of water. But that's only on a rare basis. I actually don't drink at all. I've never really felt the need to actually, I don't think I've ever bought alcohol in my life. I've never been carded because I don't buy alcohol. All the alcohol that I've ever gotten is for free. Because I'll be at a party and they'll have free drinks, or I'll be at a wedding and they'll have free drinks, or I'll be at a friend's house at a house party and they'll have free drinks. So even at a bar, normally when you go into a club or something, they'll be like, oh, we have a special where if you get into the club and you pay the cover fee, you have you get a free drink at the bar, stuff like that. Or I get invited to places and they're like, oh, we'll buy you a drink, and I'm like, sure. Megaphone unit reading water break, thank you. Think positively, replace the word problem with opportunity. One example, I have an alcohol opportunity. Maybe you just really, okay, that's when you change it, not from opportunity, you change it to connoisseur. Because then how can you be an alcoholic if it's your job, you know? You can be like, I am an alcohol connoisseur. I have my tongue insured for $10 million because I just have a distinguished tongue in tasting alcohol. I don't have an alcohol problem. I'm not an alcoholic. I am a chef. I am a, what's it called? Sommelier. Sommelier. I taste wine. That's a real job, you know? To pair food with alcohol. Do a worthy water break. Not if you're already dehydrated. I mean, I get a lot of water through soup. I drink a lot of soup. And for dinner, I'll have soup. And then I'll make miso soup. And then for breakfast, I'll have soup. And then lunch, I'll have soup. I remember the sommelier from John Wick. He was cool. Yeah. I've never watched that movie. I watched parts of it. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of media. I'll make references to things and I'll be like, I've never watched that in my life. I'm multi-class alcoholic with school bus driver. Oh no. I knew this one person who claimed that drinking alcohol helped them focus, and I was like, I don't believe that. But okay, sure. They're like, I focus better with alcohol. I was like, okay. Good for you. I don't know about that one. I never really understood the whole thing of like drinking. But I think it's interesting for people who can drink, they seem to have fun. There's other people out there who are like, oh, some people just, they seem like they have so much fun when they're drunk. And I can't tell if it's because like it's an act. Because like if you've ever been drunk in your life, right? You have control over your body. You have control over, like, maybe you're more impulsive, but you still have control over yourself. You can still like think and like move and like do stuff and make decisions. So I never really understood the whole like, oh, I didn't know what I was doing, I was drunk. Like, if you've ever been drunk, you have some form of control. I think it's different because you can't process alcohol like others can. I don't know. For me, like, I've always been able to just like think clearly regardless of whenever or whatever. Even if I was like sick or drunk or whatever. For people who can drink alcohol, like what does it feel like to be drunk for you? Can you like control yourself? Like if you, like, let's say for example, like you want to go to the store, can you functionally walk? Can you like think clearly and be able to find like the specific aisle in a grocery store? It makes me very silly. Not enough to try it, but still. I'm kind of curious how alcohol would affect me. Me too, when I first like started drinking in school, but then I realized very quickly that I cannot drink, and so I don't know. I've just never been drunk. I just go straight to sick. Depends on the amount I drink. Like if someone told you to go to the grocery store after you've drank like a lot and you are drunk, do you think that you could go to the store and be like, okay, I want you to go find a box of graham crackers. Do you know where to go? Can you read? Can you like process? Can you like find the place on time? Like if I were to give you like a timer, how long would it take for you to find the proper thing? Last Friday I was blackout drunk, so after 10 p.m. I don't remember anything, not a single memory. What? That's never happened to me before. I've never been to that point. Depends on the amount I drink. I don't know. It's always been interesting to me. Like when people talk about like, oh, like you hear about it in murder cases and stuff where like somebody gets super drunk. Somebody gets super drunk and then they like kill somebody. And I was like, I don't know how that happens. How do you lose control of yourself to that point? You ever get so drunk you can't walk, and since you can't walk, you drive, but driving at night is dangerous because they're drunk drivers, so you should drive home really fast. Don't do that. That's scary. Actually, if you're sleepy, don't drive. That's probably the worst thing you could do. If I'm just kind of drunk, then yeah, that's no problem. I'm not proud of it, but I can drunk drive, no problem. No! I would not want to be in a car with you guys. That does not sound fun. Yeah, let's let people who have barely functioning motor skills drive like a 10-ton vehicle. And like handle a 10-ton vehicle at super fast speeds. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Luckily, alcoholism doesn't run in my family. It drives. Oof. I don't think that's a good idea. I think there's an XKCD about that. What is that? I remember when I was in school, we used to have like the mad Mothers Against Drunk Driving thing, and they would post like videos talking about like, don't drink and drive, don't do drugs, kids. I remember that. Do you remember? Like, do you remember having those in school? Where they'd be like, don't drink and drive, don't do that. Stuff like that. Remember like half the kids there would just be falling asleep. It's all about the amount of drink. If I'm having a good night and chilling, then yeah, going through a store doing normal tasking, no problem at all. True. It's only when I excessively drink that I can't remember anything. There's gaps in my memory. Ooh. But like, would you say it's to the point where you can't think rationally? Like, would you ever have like, you know how people talk about in sitcoms and stuff where like, oh, I woke up in the morning and suddenly there is an elephant in my room, and like, and then there's pictures of me like walking an alligator down the road. Like, would that happen to you? Or is it just like a thing where you just pass out? Like, people who get blackout drunk, like, does that happen? Is that real? Is that exaggerated? I've seen the videos that cannot function at all. Most of the times they can't even walk normal. Yeah, that's like fine. Like, you're like, you know, you're stumbling and stuff, but I don't understand people who in TV shows, when they wake up in the morning, they're like, oh, there's photos of me online breaking into the school zoo or something. I don't know. Thank you, FECK, for the water break and for the posture check. No, it's not exaggerated. I've done really bad and dumb stuff. Ooh. We had a guy come to our school to talk about how drugs are bad for you. His name was Mr. Bob, and he was like, don't do drugs, it's bad. 1 hit of meth feels like having sex 200 times in one go, but it's really bad. Don't do it. But it feels so good. I don't know how convincing that is. Maybe they talked to this guy who had like an addiction, and they were like, we want you to talk to our school. It's real, but you have to drink a lot. Okay, so I don't think I could ever get to that point to have fun, unfortunately. For me, it'll be like 2 shots and I'm like gone. I'm like on the floor and I'm like, my head hurts. And then for me, when I feel sick, I fall asleep. So like I get really sleepy. Actually, I have like a period of like 10 minutes beforehand where I'll start feeling my heartbeat in my hands, and then I get like really, really focused. It's really great. Like, I remember the last time I drank, I get really quiet, and then I get really focused, and I'm like, whoa, I can hear sound. And the only sound is like the sound of my own heart in my ears and the blood rushing through my like eardrums. I'm like, whoa. And then like the moment I stand up, it's gone. Like the moment I stand, gone. Vision, like blackout, TV static in my vision, and then I can no longer walk. But when I'm sitting, it's great. I'm like, whoa, I can see color. Whoa. Hand me a pencil right now. I can concentrate so darn good. Wow. The last time that happened to me, I was like in a room with a whiteboard, and I just like sat on the floor with the whiteboard and I was just drawing. That was great. It only lasts like 30 minutes for me though, and then afterwards I just feel really sick and I'm like, oh. And then I gotta start drinking water, because I'll be like, oh, if I feel really sick, I'm gonna chug a bunch of water and then I'm gonna go like sleep. And in the morning I wake up and I'm fine, so you know. That's where it would have been earned though. Nah. I was in Austin on 6th Street and got so drunk about 200. What? That's a lot. 250 worth of alcohol. Yes, I had alcohol poisoning. Ended up ditching my friend group by ended up stumbling and going to the grocery store. I proceeded to eat an entire roasted with chicken and opened up a few twisted teas. Ended up going to jail that night. Oh my god. If that is your... if anybody here is like, don't be like this person. This is a story of what not to do. Don't do that. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Makes me wonder, like, you have stories from people like this, and you're like, am I missing out in life? I hear stories of like friends and people around me, of like people who get drunk and stuff like that, and I'm like, am I missing out? Is there like a part of life that I'm missing out on because I don't drink? Because I don't drink and I don't like find other people attractive. It's like you have people out there who are living their best college lives, just like sleeping with people and like getting drunk and like doing crazy things, and I'm out here being like, well, the craziest things I've ever did was like, I don't know, climbing to the roof at like 3 a.m. and like looking at the sky. I don't know, that's it. My version of fun is different. I don't remember any of it. The only reason I know it because I had to sign the police report. Wow. See, I have never been in the back of a cop car because I have never been caught. See, I might have done a bunch of crimes, but it's not truly... Can you consider it doing a crime if you haven't been caught yet? Social drinking is fun, but you're absolutely not missing out on anything when it comes to excessive drinking. True. I remember playing like drinking games. I think drinking games are fun. Like stuff like, what's it called? I forgot the name. Like when you flip a coin and you have to do like truth or drink or whatever. Or, what's it? We played this game when I was in uni where you would flip a coin and if it landed on tails, you have to ask the person a question and then they have to say the answer out loud. And if it lands, I believe, on like heads or tails or whatever, you have to say the question out loud. But if it lands on the other one, then you just pass on to the next one and you don't know. Like you won't know. Are you EU? I am Canadian. Well, technically I'm both. I've been back and forth between the US and Canada a couple times. But I say uni because it's easier for me. Also, like a lot of the schools I go to call themselves uni. They're like, oh, this is the university of whatever, not college of. So, uni. I forgot what the game was called, but yeah, we played the games like that. You ask people questions, and if it lands on like a heads, then you say it out loud. And then if it lands on tails, you just go on to the next one. Everybody can die. And like, forever hold your peace, you know? When you call it college, where? I've always thought that there's a distinction between college and uni is just the type of school you go to. Like, for some people, they go to like a trade school or like, yeah, like a trade school, and then they like, that's like a college or whatever. And then for like different types of like, depends on the institution, like what you study. I don't know. Texas? I don't know. The place that I've been to, I've always called it unis. At least in Canada. But then we do have colleges in Canada too. So I don't know. You have like... Actually, that's not true. There's a lot of universities in... There's a lot of universities in Canada. You've got... I'm trying to think... Well, No! You have... Well, it used to be called Ryerson. Now it's called Toronto Mans. And then you have like U of T. which is University of Toronto, and then you have like University of Guelph, and then you have the University of you have the University of Ottawa, and then Stanford, and then University of Waterloo, and then University of British Columbia, and then you have the University. Yeah, they're all called universities. I don't think I can think of like a single school in Canada that's like secondary post-grad that's not considered, that's like they don't call it a uni. Yeah, like University of Guelph, University of British Columbia. I don't know. They don't say College of British Columbia. We usually say I'm in a trade or I study a trade if I were in trade school. Otherwise, we just say I'm in college. Oh. No, we call it uni. University. Isn't Harvard considered university? They don't call it Harvard College. Is it Harvard College or Harvard University? I don't know. Is Harvard University or is Harvard a college? And like, what are other schools? That's the only one I can remember. There's like the University of Georgia. There's the University of South Dakota. Like when you see football, like college football, they call them universities, like University of New York, University of whatever. Usually they just say I went to Harvard, but like what's the full name? They don't say like Harvard University, Harvard College. I don't know. When you see schools like that do like college football, they don't call themselves like, oh, I'm like this college. Because like collegiate is what college stands for, and collegiate implies like a separate type of schooling. Technically they have university in the name, but it's not common to say it. It's implied. Oh. Yeah, but you have kids who won't, like, they're not going to be like, oh, I went to college, and then they're like Harvard. No, they're like, oh, I will go to like uni or secondary school. I don't know. Maybe it's like I think it's like a US thing. That was interesting to me, because like as somebody who's grown up like on both sides of the border, it's interesting talking to people on both ends, because then I'll say something that's like so very American and they're like, what the heck? And then I'll say something that's very like Canadian, and then other people over here are like, what? You can have college football and varsity football? True. Saying university is a formality, not normal ways they're referring to it? Really? I'll like reference the world's niche TV show and people will be like, what the heck is that? Like, oh, you guys have never heard of Blorbo and Bingus? Hello, Fruit of the Mangoes. Way! Happy Lunar New Year! Happy Lunar New Year to you too! I forgot my stream title is called that. Happy New Year! Blorbo and Bingus? What did you say to me? I don't know, and that's whatever came to my mind. That's whatever popped up in my mind when I was thinking of like cartoon shows. Yeah, you know, like, I don't know, what's like the most niche cartoon show that you grew up with? Blippi? Oh my god, Blippi. I remember like Pippi Longstocking and like Gumby and Pinky and the Brain. How's your night/day going? It's going well. We're talking about TV shows now, but earlier we were talking about drinking. Courage the Cowardly Dog, yeah. I was talking about this last stream. I was talking about like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and like how people have theories that the dude was dead. You know? Today's Blorbo was yesteryear's Smexy Bishi. I used to have nightmares about the purple McDonald's mascot. You know the God, what are their names? Lala and Lulu or whatever. Did you know before Ronald McDonald, McDonald's used to have a lot of other mascots? So they had this purple blob shaped character, the Hamburglar. They had this purple blob, and that thing gave me nightmares as a child because I would see it and then I would have nightmares about it that it was like gonna come and eat me in my sleep. It's like that mascot, you know, the what's it called, Grimby? You know that purple mascot with the huge eyes? That's like I think it's like a football mascot or something. That's what my nightmares would be like. The thing just chasing me in the hallway. But it'd be like terrifying because it wouldn't actually eat me. It would crawl into my mouth like a nugget. Like it would like literally, it would go into my mouth. And that was my reoccurring nightmare of like the McDonald's mascot. So if you, that's cool. I had weird nightmares as a kid. Like, I don't know, after watching the Magic School Bus for too many times, I used to have a nightmare of like a giant praying mantis fighting me, like chasing after me through a city. Hey, we reached 600 follows, yippee! I'm talking about Ronald McDonald the goat? No, not Ronald the McDonald. The old mascots, the purple blob. Ronald McDonald, yeah. Hello, Bobat3A. Thank you for the follow. Hello. Yeah. Do you remember when, like, Grimace? Yeah, Grimace. Grimace was scary. Grimace. I don't know how to spell his name. He's not a perfect purple blob. No. I'm talking about. Is that his name? The purple blob from the McDonald's commercials? Ranru? Just Bobo is fine? Dang. Alright. I will call you that. I'll remember. His name is Grimace. The purple blob? Really? I'm gonna look that up. McDonald mascots. Can we stop body shaming him? That's what he looks like to me. Okay. Yeah, he's terrifying. Look at that thing. Oh my god. It is Grimace. Why did they have all these characters? But like, not what happened to them? Okay, we have Ronald, we have Grimace. Yeah, Grimace terrified me as a child. Look, I'm Mr. Moon. He scared the hell out of me. Mr. Moon. Hamburglar. Uncle Ocrimancy. Mac tonight. I am hungry. The Griddler. Wow, these are terrifying. This is the reason why we have so many mascot horror things. This is the reason why we have so many mascot horror. It's because of this. Mr. Moon TV show. That's not scary, that's kind of cute. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm looking at this thing with a round head. You know what's scary? I don't know. JJ the jet plane. Last year's Grimace Shake was about the McDonald's mascot. Yeah, I remember people making memes about it. They were like, oh, I'm gonna try the new Grimace Shake. And then they would like show themselves like passed out in the middle of nowhere with like purple blobs all around them. And they're like, oh my god, they've got the Grimace Shake. The Grimace has got them. I remember that. That was a meme. I don't know where that originated. No, you know what scared me as a kid was like... Yeah, Grimace scared me as a kid. I don't know. I saw it, and my reoccurring nightmare was like him crawling into my mouth. I don't know. Getting possessed. Grimace scared. Yeah. I don't know. I've had weird dreams. What's your scariest dream that you guys ever had? Are they realistic or are they just like different? Because like whenever I have dreams, it's always from a third person perspective, like I'm watching a movie. So like I'll be like in the background of my own dream, of watching myself from third person, experiencing it like a movie and being like, oh, this is what's happening. So stuff like being in like an action horror movie, or things like getting stuck in a box and like having the place fill with water and you're like slowly drowning, or like really odd dreams where you're standing on a really tall staircase and you're slowly jumping off. I think the worst dream I ever had was when a colony of ants crawled inside my body and made it their nest. Wow. Were you watching, did you fall asleep watching like Indiana Jones or something? That's a scene from Indiana Jones. That was a scary movie. That one scene from Indiana Jones where all the ants crawl inside him. I like the way your Discord is set up. Thank you. I put a lot of effort into making it cohesive and organized-ish. Nope. Oh. Yeah, there's a scene, I forgot which movie it was. Pirates of the Caribbean. Or is it Indiana Jones? I get them mixed up sometimes. One of those movies where it's some curse item and this guy gets like a bunch of ants crawl into his body and they eat him from the inside out and he like dies and the ants pour out of his face. Yeah, that's a thing. You can look up like ant scene. That makes me scared of ants. I had one where after an unrealistically long slide ride, I was sliding into a western town where I was the only person naked. But also the only person who cared about that fact. That's a wild dream. That's interesting. I wonder where that came from. That was interesting to see what people's dreams are about. I don't know. What was a scary dream I had? I've had a dream about like my father's disembodied head yelling at me from the darkness. Do we get the red packets in your hand, by the way? Yeah. They have candy coins inside. Chocolate coins. For my monthly points, please don't thank me. Okay, I will not thank you for the 100 bits. No thanks. Is it for the badge? The bit badge? What do you get? I think you get like a drink, right? You get a drink badge? Yeah. Yes, you can have the red packets in my hand, but just know that inside is a single chocolate coin. It's like one of those dollar coins, but it's chocolate. You're like, oh, money. And then you open it up and you're like, oh, chocolate. No, just points to my VIP funds. Oh. You get extra points if you have, you get extra earning points if you have bit. If you sub to bits. How does that work? I had the gun belt on though. What? So like you had the gun harness, but everything else was just out, just free willy. Wow. You get 350 per month with bits? Wow. It's gotta be RAM inside. Nobody can afford that. I can't even afford that. Maybe if it's like 16 gigabytes of RAM. Oh my gosh. My brother was telling me about how like 64 sticks of gigabyte RAM, 2 sticks of 64 gigabyte RAM cost more than it is to buy a rifle. And I was like, who out there is buying 64 by 64 gigabytes of RAM? How much RAM is that? Like 160, 128? I was like, who is using that much RAM? What do you need that much RAM for? And my brother was like, oh, like 3D artists maybe? Like, that's insane. That's crazy. What do you need that much RAM for? What? Like, on average, I think 32 is okay? Editors maybe? Maybe. I mean, I edit. My stuff runs fine. Like, it's not gonna be super fast, but maybe people who make movies, like people who make 3-hour-long YouTube documentaries, maybe? Maybe. I mean, you could just let it process for 4 hours like a normal person. Be like, I love leaving my computer to render a video for 5 hours. People who play 10 games at once, oh my gosh. That one person who is like, I play 7 gacha games at the exact same time. I've got Wuwa open, I've got like Honkai Star Rail open, I have Genshin open, I have ZZZ open, and I have this open. They're like playing 10 gacha games. I'm like, wow. Those are the people with like the 6 monitors, and they're like, yeah, that's crazy. I know people live like that. I'm gonna have everything open at the same time. My computer can barely handle OBS. I don't know if I could do that. Hello, I'm going insane. Monster Hunter Wilds players. I open up Monster Hunter Wilds computer I open up Monster Hunter Wilds and my computer just looks at me and then like dies. No, actually, I played Monster Hunter Wilds the other day and it worked fine. I just can't stream it because it can only run one massive program at a time. And that was Monster Hunter Wilds. And it changed nothing. My graphics settings are still on the lowest possible. Howdy, welcome. How are you? But yeah, what's it called? I was playing Monster Hunter Wilds and I was getting my butt kicked by the Alpha Dogashima. Dogashima? Oh my god. I'm on the story quest still. I've never gotten past. I'm still on story mode. I haven't played it in so long. Your VTuber model looks a lot like Effie Eater from Arknights. Which one? I get a lot of references to like people from different characters. They're like, oh, you look like so and so from so and so game. Oh, she's cute. Panda. I've been told that. And I look like a lot of different characters. I have a lot of siblings from different games apparently. You know, I will tell you, I've been here longer than most of those other people. I've been here since 2022, 2023. I don't know when those characters came out, but I've been here longer. A lot of half-siblings, true. Like, I've gotten like, oh, you look like Arlecchino, you look like, I don't know, bunch of characters. I'm like, yeah. Summon Exonin and Crush Peanut. Yeah, they've been helping me with that. It's a struggle though. She was released in 2020. Hell yeah. Some of my eye color, some of my hair, and some of my height. Yeah. I mean, close enough. It is okay. Having hair like this isn't a rare combination, I will say. It's unusual, but it's not uncommon. It's like saying somebody with like red hair is rare. They're like, oh my god, character with red hair. Wow, you look like Surtur from Arknights. Wow, you look like Surtur. Or like character with white hair, like every single vampire anime like character out there. Yeah, I need to get past. I need to get past Monster Hunter Wild Story mode so then I can actually like do stuff. But I've been testing out different weapons, and honestly, I think my favorite weapon is still the sword. No, I still like the swags. I don't know. I love the swags. I return. What is the topic of conversation? Monster Hunter Wilds. I love the swags. I don't know. I struggle so bad with some monsters, but I just love it. It's so much fun. And then I've been getting recommendations. I was looking online. I was like, how do I get past this? How do I fight this monster? Because like the disadvantage with the swags is that you're a melee range character. It is so hard to get up close to a character and then dodge because you have no shield. The only thing I can do is like upward sweeping blade when I know it's about to attack, so I can like disarm it. It's just really hard to read attacks and get the timing right. But the moments that you do, the timings that you do get, and you manage to like use it properly, it's so good. It's so much fun. I suggest switching to shield weapons with 3 times guard up. I mean, if I wanted to cheese it, I just go lance. I just go lance and shield and I'd be like poke, poke, poke. But like, what's the fun in that? My main choice of weapon right now is the swags, and then my secondary weapon is these the dual blades, the dual daggers, because I think they're fun. Character with white hair. Hey, you look like Santa. Yeah, I'm Santa. I'm using charge blade. Ooh, I wanted to try all the weapons at some point. I think right now I'm trying to test out the heavy bowgun. I think I'm trying to use the heavy bowgun to fight the Hirabami, and then I'm gonna have to use it for and okay, here's my progression right now. I had to go hunt some crematrices for fire parts to craft a fire-based weapon to fight the Hirabami, which is ice type, so that I can get ice type, so that I can fight the Alpha Dogashima, who is also weak to ice types, so that I can get armor pieces to craft the pieces I need for the Alpha Dogashima. Oh my gosh. If you're an M hunting horn, I want to try insect glaive at some point. I think it sounds fun. You look like a mage. I use a big sword and a big shield with my health potions. Yeah, me running around. Every single time I take a hit, I gotta like call my secret and then run away. And then get heals, like chugging heals. I'm like, oh no. To be honest, the low ranks is not needed. Just progress through LR with the support hunters or SOS. I don't play the game at all, but I sound like I fit in. I mean, sword and shield is technically a weapon in the game, so you can. I don't know. I've never tried using support hunters for the main story. I don't know if you can. I get my butt kicked by the Raidao. I hate the Raidao. The Raidao sucks. Because like he has a big AoE lightning attack that's really bad for me because I'm melee. And it's impossible to dodge because it's like a huge AoE. And I'm like, fan. Thank you for the water break. What time is it? They are considered players and don't lessen loot. Really? I need help. I played it once. I used a big axe. I know it's not. I think it's fun. I also have Worlds. I have Monster Hunter Worlds, although I don't know how that's played because I've only had experience with Wilds. Thank you for the water break, Grace anymore. Yeah, thank you for the follow. I'm going insane. Hello. How cold is maple syrup land right now? Cold. Gold. I see some VTubers still play Worlds. Yeah. I mean, Worlds is still fun. I've just never played it before. Cause, you know, Wilds. But I should check out Worlds. I don't know if my computer can handle that either. But when I build my PC, I get to play, oh my god, I get to play games. Wow. What is cold? Like 40 degrees Fahrenheit? They use Celsius over there. I don't know. I've never checked the temperature. I don't know. What is temperature? Let's see. What is it over there? Oh, not bad. 1 degree Celsius. No, that's not that bad. 1 degree Celsius. It's above 0. So, it's like fridge temperature outside. I don't know how cold the wind chill is though. I don't know. Technically, it says the temperature is 1 degree, but with wind chill, it might be like -3 Celsius. Your PC can handle Worlds? Really? I don't know. I do have it downloaded. I have Worlds and Wilds downloaded. It's never opened up Worlds ever. I'm trying to finish Wilds. I don't know. Wilds is fun. I like it. I've been enjoying it so far. I'm having fun just kind of being like, okay, this weapon's not working. What do I need to improve on? I need to fix. Is it my timing? Is it my armor? Is it my weapons? Am I using the wrong weakness weapons against it? Stuff like that. Really fun. Also, I don't know. I just really like my sword and axe. My swax. It's so much fun. I like swapping back and forth between them. And then you have this effect where you jump onto the back of like a monster, and then the swax does this like chainsaw move where it goes like yeah. It's like basically a chainsaw. But when I first played the game, I was like, I don't know how controls work on this thing. But no, I figured it out. I'm getting better at the controls. So, it's always fun. It's always fun, playing a game and then like kind of learning from it and then being like, whoa, I think I'm getting better. I like that about games where you're like, oh, I'm improving. It's 12:30 a.m. Texas and it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius. Wow. 21 degrees. That's actually really nice weather. 21 degrees Celsius? That's like sweater weather. Sweater weather. Also, it is almost 2 a.m. So for me, I think it's like about bedtime. So I will be heading off. Good night. Nice yapping with you all. I will see you guys on Friday. Summer is coming. It'll get hot here. True. It gets hot in Canada too. It's very temperate in Canada, so it's hot in the summer and it's super cold in the winter. Canada has 3 seasons. Season is called super hot, it is super cold, and the middle is just like rain. But anyways, thank you all for stopping by. I am going to go see who is raiding, if I have any friends out here up at this time. I think I need to go to bed too. Oh my gosh. Good night, people. It's about 111 Fahrenheit degrees here. 44 degrees Celsius. That's early for you. This is early for me. I mean, yeah, true. I usually stay up until like 2. But I don't know. I figured guys. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. I woke up at, let's see here, what time did I wake up? Where was I? What was I doing? What was I doing last night? I was up at like, I went to bed at 4 and then I had I could have fallen asleep, I don't know. I went to bed at 4 last night and then I woke up at 7 and I probably only had 3 hours of sleep and I've been super tired. Did you even wake up? I mean, I woke up, I got sleep, but I don't feel like I, like, you know, I don't think I had a good rest because I felt tired the whole day. But I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night. I don't know who to send you off to. I'm looking. Oh. What? Anyways, well, it's fine. I'll just leave. I'll leave you guys here. Bye bye, everybody. Good night. Her streams are all a nightmare. Me? Oh my gosh. Haha, are you saying that you dream about me? Wink. But my wink is like a failed blink. Haha. You see Are you saying you see me when you sleep? Good night. Good night, everybody. Oh my god, go away, ad break. No. Wait, in the next 5 minutes. No, we're good. We're good. Sleep well. Thank you. You guys, you too. Thank you all for stopping by. I will see you all on Friday. I really gotta finish Wingin Virus. Maybe we'll do that on Friday. Let's finish Wingin Virus on Friday. I feel so bad because like we have been on that game for so long. Sounds good, yeah. I mean, half of the people here will probably be like, what the heck is happening? It's been so long since you last played this game. What is this game about? That's okay. I want to finish the game. You guys will just be confused. That's okay. I will explain when we get to it. But yeah, let's finish Wingin Virus. We probably only have like an hour left, literally. And then afterwards, I don't know what we'll do. I'll stare at you guys. Anyways, good night, everybody. Think of me Thursday. I mean, I've already known you an hour, but I'll still support. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, and I will see y'all next time. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Bye. 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 Bye.